This is Santiago Giménez, the future striker of the Selección. But can he surpass legends like Chicharito and Raúl Giménez? Today I'm playing his entire career competing with the world's best players to try and win him a Ballon d'Or. But to make things a little bit more challenging, Giménez is now starting at AC Milan. We rewinded the clock a couple years and now he is back at Cruz Azul at a 56 overall, which was his rating in FIFA 19. And if Santiago ever wants to become the world's best Mexican, he needs to grow that overall. But not only that, he has to achieve 3 things before he can even be considered for the Ballon d'Or. But for now, the good thing is he is 17 years old. And let me tell you, these are some of the worst stats I have ever seen. And do you guys remember Giménez's amazing finishing ability? Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. However, immediately we have an issue. He is by far the worst striker in the entire team and would definitely not get any game time. So we have to help him out just a bit. And to help him out, we have changed the formation to a 4-3-3 attack. But we are also releasing every other striker here in the side so he gets absolutely every single piece of game time. And now that Giménez is the only striker in the club, the first thing he must do in order to get to the Ballon d'Or one day is to become a perfect goal scorer by scoring 100 goals. And well, let me tell you, he's never scoring goals with 58 shooting to his name. So this season, we're going to go ahead and give him the poacher development plan to increase that shooting as well as his weak foot. And 18 goals and 3 assists in his first ever season out of 60 overall now is actually really impressive. And in terms of trophies, he was very close to winning his first one as he lost to Pumas in the League's Cup. And this is very important because there's some other goals I want him to achieve. Other than winning the Ballon d'Or and getting to a 99 overall, I also want him to score a total of 300 goals and win 20 trophies. But now Santi is an exciting prospect. We're a long way from those goals. And in terms of development plans this season, we're going to go ahead and work the advance forward to continue working on his finishing as well as his sprint speed. And it's another brilliant season. 18 goals and 1 assist now at a 65 overall. He's finally an average player. But in terms of trophies this season, Cruz Azul did not make a single final in all of the tournaments. So now that Santi has 36 goals in his career, he's not far away from reaching 100 and going to the next step. And now in season 3, Giménez has the potential to be special. The sky's the limit. And just take a look at his stats, man. He's been putting in the work in his shooting, in his pace, but everything else is still garbage. So for this season, we're going to go for the target forward to get his passing, dribbling, and even some of his physicality. And as we're simming to the end of the season, don't you worry, he'll be playing for some of the biggest clubs in the world very soon. And boys, Giménez has reached his first final in the Clausura versus America. But the question is, can he get the first trophy in his career? Let's go ahead and see how the first leg goes. And it's going to be a 1-0 loss. They need a comeback, man. But it's now time for the second leg. Can Cruz Azul do a remontada for Giménez to win his first trophy? And yes, it's a 3-0 victory. Giménez did not score, but he still wins his first trophy. And as Giménez wins his first trophy, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to get 1K subscribers as soon as possible. And it's Giménez's best ever season. 25 goals, 2 assists now at a 70 overall. Who knows, next season Europe might come calling. But as Rayados win the Apertura, did he win any other trophy? Giménez didn't win the Champions Cup and he lost in the final to the League's Cup again, but this time to Rayados. Hey man, but at least he has 61 goals, 40 left to go before he reaches the next step. And now in season 4, I think it's time for Giménez to move on from Cruz Azul. First offer we've received is from Portugal in Moreirense. I wouldn't mind if he goes to the Liga NOS. However, another offer has come in from Spain and Real Zaragoza, but the question is, are they in La Liga? It turns out Zaragoza is in the second league of La Liga. I don't think I want to go to a second division. And the final offer Giménez received is from Tigres. I'm not sure if I want to stay in Mexico with them. It looks like Giménez has to decide between Moreirense and Tigres. And the decision has been made as Santiago is joining Moreirense in the Liga NOS. I hope this move is the right one to eventually have him compete for the Ballon d'Or with the world's best players. And as Santi is now a Moreirense player, he actually has some competition and is the second best striker behind Azul. And with a 1-striker formation, I know at the end of the season, that spot will be Giménez's. And in terms of development plans, his passing and dribbling is still garbage. However, now that we're in Europe, we have to prioritize finishing, as I'm going to give him the poacher once again. And it's a brilliant first season for Giménez. 17 goals now at a 73 overall. In a couple seasons times, he will be playing for the best teams in the world. And you know what? He's carried Moreirense to a 5th position. That is a W. And now at a 73 overall at season 5, Giménez is only 22 goals away to unlocking the next goal. And I think he could do it this season. As for the development plans, we're going to finally work on his dribbling and passing with the false 9. And yes, Giménez has done it. He has gotten 22 goals, which means he has exactly 100. And the next step will be revealed at the start of the new season. But he is now at a 76 overall, slowly becoming one of the world's best strikers. And once again, he took Moreirense to a 5th place finish. finish, as he even got them to the quarterfinals of the Conference League. And now in season number 6, it's time for Santiago Giménez to move on from Moreirense. As the next step he has to take is he has to become a winner by winning 2 league titles in 2 different top 5 leagues. First offer that's come in is interesting. It is Borussia Mönchengladbach. He probably won't win a league title with them, but he can definitely improve with them. And a second offer has come in, and it is from AS Monaco, a better club. But beating PSG to the title would be difficult. And the third and final offer that has come in is from Lazio. 3 different leagues for Giménez to go to. And the decision has been made. Santiago is joining Lazio. At those 3 clubs, I was never going to win the league title. However, I would like to see if we can impress AC Milan, and Santi can end up at the San Siro. And Santi has now arrived at Lazio, but he does have some competition in Tijani Noslin as well as Camarda. And once again, it's a 1-striker formation, so he's going to have to fight for his spots. And now that he's at a top 5 league, his shooting is absolutely incredible. But let's go ahead and continue on that pace in shooting by going for the advanced forward, as he needs to start winning trophies because he only has 1. And it's a pretty good season for Giménez. 18 goals and now at an 80 overall. Did he somehow win the league title? And sadly, no, he has not, as Lazio finished in 9th. And Lazio were not involved in the Coppa Italia final, as they got knocked out to enter in the quarters. And now it's season number 7, still at an 80 overall. It would be smart to leave Lazio. However, I think I want to stay here one more season. And that is because if he can continue to improve his stats, he could go to a top team in the Serie A or some other top 5 league. So for season 7, we're giving them advanced forward to maximize to 99 finishing. But remember, we still need to take the next step, and that is winning 2 league titles in 2 different top 5 leagues. And Santi has achieved his best ever season. 29 goals, 1 assist, now at an 84 overall. A big team is definitely gonna swoop in for him. And Giménez almost did it, finishing in 3rd place. Maybe it won't be a bad idea to stay at Lazio. But sadly, Giménez did not win a trophy this season. And now in season number 8, as Giménez is one of the best players of that team, I think it's time to move on. If we don't get any offers, I won't mind staying. But we need to start winning trophies. And the first offer for Giménez is for Atletico de Madrid. Winning the league title might be impossible in La Liga, but it might be the only offer we get. And a second offer has come in, and it is from Brighton Hove Albion. No chance he wins the Prem with them. Boys, one last offer has come in, and it is Real Madrid. When Real Madrid come in, you do not say no. And Santiago Giménez is joining Real Madrid way earlier than I expect he ever would have. And surely he could win a league title in his first 2 seasons here, and we could move on to another club. But you know what? Let's enjoy Real Madrid while we're here. And Santiago joins Real Madrid as the only good striker here, as both Vini and Mbappe are left wingers. And as Giménez is going to be playing week in, week out, this team is actually not as good as I saw coming. I hope he can still win a league title as soon as possible. As in terms of development plans this season, his shooting is basically maxed out. We're going to go for target forward. And Giménez is the top goal scorer of Real Madrid, 38 goals and 1 assist, now at an 86 overall, as he has also won his first ever Golden Boots. And Giménez has done it. He has won La Liga with Real Madrid, but he couldn't win his 3rd trophy with the Copa España, and he also failed to win the Copa del Rey. And there was no UCL win for Giménez. But Giménez wins his first league title. Now he needs another one in another top 5 league. And now in season 9, Giménez has gone up to an 87, and unfortunately, he has to leave Real Madrid. He might be back one day, but in order to eventually win the Ballon d'Or, he needs another league title. And the first offer that has come in is from Arsenal in the Premier League. It's a good offer, but we might get a better one. And the second offer we receive is from Chelsea, another London club. I think there's a higher chance it was a Prem at Chelsea. So the question is, should Giménez go to Arsenal or to Chelsea? And the decision has been made. Santi is joining Chelsea in the Stamford Bridge, as I think their squad might be better up to this point. But the quicker we win the Premier League, the quicker he can be winning the Ballon d'Or. And as Giménez joins the Blues, he is the best striker in the side. And yeah, I was right. Take a look at this team that Giménez has around him. Surely that's a Premier League title in the next 2 seasons. As this season, we're going to give Giménez the false 9 development plan. And what a great first season for Giménez. 49 goals and 3 assists, now at an 89 overall. This is his best ever season. And he has done it. He's won the Premier League for his 3rd trophy, as he has completed his 2nd goal, with the 3rd going to be revealed in the new season. But did he win any more trophies, as he misses out on the Community Shield? But he wins the FA Cup. That's his 3rd trophy. And the Carabao Cup was won by United. However, he is in the UCL final against Real Madrid. Can he win his 5th trophy? Come on, Santiago. Can you already win a UCL trophy in just your 10th season of professional football? And it's a 5-3 loss. Giménez gets a goal, but it doesn't matter. And now in season number 10, as Giménez is a 90 overall. The last goal he needs to do before he wins the Ballon d'Or is to join a side that could win the Champions League. And well, he's already at Chelsea and almost won it. So I think that goal is secured. So now he has 6 seasons left to complete all of his goals and more importantly, win the Ballon d'Or. But don't you worry, if we can't do it here at Chelsea, we can move on to another club eventually. But as for right now, we're staying at Chelsea as we're gonna go ahead and give him the poacher development plan. And he just gets better and better with 56 goals and 4 assists now at a 93 overall. He's getting close to that 99. And he wins his 5th trophy in the Premier League and 6 trophies now with the Community Shield. He wins the FA Cup as well. That's 7 trophies for Giménez. But he could not make it 8 with the Carabao. But he has won the Club World Cup and makes it 8. And once again, he's in the Champions League final, but this time versus Dortmund. And now, other than Arsenal, Dortmund are the biggest bottle jobs in the world, so surely this should be Giménez's first UCL. And no, it's a 1-0 loss. Mayulu scores the winner. And it's another great season. 41 goals means that he has achieved his 300 goal mark. And now, at a 95 overall. And Giménez wins his 9th trophy with the Premier League. And he reaches double digits as he wins the Community Shield. And the FA Cup makes it 11. And the Carabao Cup has made it 12. He's won it all so far. But once again, in the UCL final, he is facing Borussia Dortmund. And now, there's no way they lose to Dortmund again. If he loses, I might just transfer out of here. And the score is going to be 2-0 loss. Chelsea just can't win a UCL final, man. And now it's season number 12 as Giménez is the best player in this team. I don't think he's going to win a Champions League here at Chelsea. So it's time to move on. Because Giménez is a 95 overall, he was allowed to go anywhere he wants. And we have transferred him to AC Milan because in real life, Milan gave Giménez a chance by signing him. So we're going to repay them by Giménez winning a Champions League and a Ballon d'Or here, I hope. And as Giménez joins AC Milan, he's by far the best player in this team. You will need to carry. But with 8 trophies left to go and a Champions League and a Ballon d'Or left to win, we're going to go ahead and give him just any development plan at this point. And Giménez has a brilliant debut season with 59 goals and 11 assists now at a 96 overall. The question is he any closer to winning the Champions League? And he wins his 13th trophy with the Serie A title. He makes it 14 with the Super Cup. And he gets his 15th with the Coppa Italia. But when it comes to the Champions League, Milan were not good enough just yet, as they got knocked out in the quarters to Real Madrid. But who knows, next season might be the season. And it's his best ever season. 68 goals, 6 assists now at a 99 overall. He's achieved it. And he gets his 60th trophy with the Serie A. He makes it 17 with the Super Cup. And he makes it 18 with the Coppa Italia. 2 more trophies left to go. However, this time he's in the UCL final up against Bayern. Can he finally do it to the team that gave him a chance in real life? Can he go ahead and win his first Champions League? And yes, he has done it as he gets a goal in the final. And not only that, he goes ahead and wins the Ballon d'Or to become the best player as he fails his trophy objective. And if you guys enjoyed this video, click on the screen to watch me manage Toluca in La Liga.